Hey everyone. So I've noticed from my comments that there are quite a few people who are using the beginner's method to solve the cube, and they want to transition to the CFOP or Fridrich method so they can get a bit quicker. So this is just going to be a short video introducing the concept of CFOP. I'm also going to include a few resources in the description, so a few links that you can click, and I believe they'll be helpful to you. Other than that, let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so the first part of the CFOP method is to solve the cross. Just something you should know before you start solving is that the cube has 6 faces, and the middle piece on each face indicates what color face it will be when it's finished or when we solve the cube. So for example, this will be the blue face, the red face, the green face, the orange face, the yellow face, and the white face. So when we're solving our cross, what we want to do is we select the face and we put it on the bottom of the cube. For the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to be solving the white cross, so we'll put the white face on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to be solving the cross on the white face, and what that means is that we're solving each of the 4 edge pieces in the bottom layer. So that means is we're going to solve this piece here, 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 and here. So by the end we'll have a green and white piece here, an orange and white piece here, a blue and white piece here, and a red and white piece here, which, lucky for us, is already solved. So I'm just going to give you a quick example. So we see we have our white and blue edge piece here, and we want it down here, so we can just go like this, and we see we have this edge piece solved. The next one is we want this orange and white piece to be down here. So you can go like this, go like that, and we see we have the orange and white edge piece down here. And our last one we need is the green and white edge piece. So we can go like this and do 180. And you can see now that we have this nice cross right here, and we have our 4 edge pieces solved right there. And this is important for the next step, which is F2L, as we'll be able to solve our bottom face, our first layer, and our second layer in our F2L. So we'll get to that right now. Okay, so the next step in the CFOP method is F2L, which means that by the end of this step, we will have solved the first 2 layers, meaning that the bottom face will be done, the first layer will be done, and the middle layer will be completely solved. Okay, so what this involves us doing is solving the edge piece in the second layer and the corner piece in the first layer in each of the corners. So we're solving these 2 pieces, these 2, and these 2. Okay, so just a quick example. So we want the orange and blue edge piece to be here, and the orange, blue, and white corner piece to be here. Okay, so we can actually see that we have them right here. So these 2 pieces will end up here, but we need to pair them together. So what we can do in this case is we can move this down, move this across, move this back up, and then we can go like this, insert these 2 pieces into the slot, push that down, and you see that we have these 2 solved. So we'll just look for the next ones right now. So we have, we'll do this side, we need the blue and red edge piece and the blue, red, and white corner piece, which are both right here. So we can do something like this, put it over its correct slot, go like this, insert it, and we have this done. So we've got our pieces solved here and here. Now we just have these 2 and these 2. Okay, so I see we have our red and green, and our red, green, and white, which are both here. So we can go like this, move it out of the way, go like this, and we have it into our correct slot, meaning we just have these 2 solved here. And this is a very simple algorithm. We can just put these 2 over each other, go like this, and you see now we have our bottom face, our first layer, and our second layer solved, which will lead us into our OLL now. Okay, so the third step is OLL, which means orienting the last layer. What that basically means is that we solve the top face of the cube. Once we're finished F2L, we can get 57 different possible cases for the pattern that we receive on the top face. If you want to solve that in one move, you would need to learn all 57 algorithms. If you want to solve it in 2 moves or 2 algorithms, you'd need to only know 10. But in this case, we've got a pretty simple OLL. So we're going to solve that in just one algorithm. So we'll just solve it now. Like this. And you see that we have our top face solved, okay? So after OLL, we've got our bottom face solved already, our first layer, our second layer, and now top face is solved. And now we'll just move on to PLL, which involves solving the top layer here. So the final step of CFOP is PLL, which means to permutate the last layer. What this basically means is that we're going to be solving this top layer here, so that the cube will be solved after this. Once you've finished OLL, you can get 21 different cases for the PLL pattern on the top layer up here. So if you want to solve that in one step, you'd have to learn all 21. But if you want to solve it in 2 look PLL or 2 steps, you'd have to learn 6 different algorithms for that. But this is a pretty easy algorithm, so I'm just going to do it in 1 look. And there we go, we have the cube solved. I'm just going to put links in the description to some OLL and PLL algorithms that I think would be good. So definitely have a look at those. So in my next video, I'm going to be doing 3 different practice solves, each with different cross solutions, a greater in-depth look at F2L, and the use of 1 look and 2 look algorithms to solve OLL and PLL. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.